Previously on Evering, the party had to break through a bank security system in order to ask the director about the Society of the Eclipse. The party also recruited Quibane, who is basically Lue at home. They managed to track down the headquarters of the Society, but the organization was just a shadow of its former self. In Vilio, Eldar tried to tail Lyric at night, only to run into Roro instead, who revealed the political turmoil in Onnya. It says I can use it to turn enemies into alchemical materials. What if I do it to someone who has to seal the Keeper? What happens? No, damn it! They thought of everything, didn't they? Damn! I thought I was being smart here, so I just wasted those ingredients for nothing. No effect on seal the Keeper creatures. Mutant Much does not seem to affect this creature. Damn. The city's full of boxes. The welfare of the citizens does not matter, only commerce. I'm tired of complaining. That might explain why so much of this game is just filled with boxes blocking your way everywhere, huh? Cake? My friend has some really weird toys. Aren't Babas supposed to be bad? I invited a friend who lives in Elo United to play. I'm tired of telling the children not to leave toys scattered all over the floor. Although the Ozigo region was located in what is now Agrella, the Ozigo berries have thrived south of Onnya and north of Aizen. They leased one of my properties to a couple of sailors, but they didn't tell me that their intention was to turn it into a warehouse, and now it's full of boxes. I think the errand boys should be exempted from paying Naga fees if they have to run an errand there. That city is the worst. They charge for briefing. Sandwich? We've taken a liking to this popular card game and play a match almost every day. I've lost again. I don't know how she does it. We have a very similar deck. The Tearlament Mirror, huh? Lollipop. Tearlaments can beat most other decks easily, but against another Tearlament player, it comes down to who is more skilled. Because everyone will always be milling the cards they need, huh? I wish there were more libraries and buildings for the people. That's the bad side about living in a city so focused around commerce. A city as bustling as Vilio makes the people who live there develop a special character. A bit rough. The bank. Until recently, the bank in Vilio was one of these small branches in a stall. They weren't exactly like offices like this one, but are less classy. What do you mean my account is in the red? What does that mean? It's convenient to do errands for people in need. They usually reward you, and if they give you money, you can come and deposit in your savings account. One Bank of Aizen. Vilio branch. Which operation would we like to make? Check savings. 100, yes. I'm far away from the next threshold. The final threshold is supposed to be 1,000,000, but I don't know if I'll ever get there. Seems unrealistic unless they significantly jack up the enemy drops. Among flowers I shall sleep, then the path I will reveal. That's a clue left by a pirate who lived in Vilio many years ago. He's buried nearby, and this clue is supposed to lead to his treasure. No one has managed to find it. Maybe it's not real. I'll find it. You think so? Well, good luck. That was a quest, huh? Fabulous pigment. I don't know if that was there last night. Huh. There has been a problem with shipment of pots, and we've been asked to hold some of them for a while, Chief. They should have put the pot somewhere else. I need to go to the bathroom, but it's upstairs. Formerly, there was a neck of land that just joined Vilio with Naga, with a huge library on it, but Sea Quake destroyed it all. Cake. Sandwich. Red in this area of the city is quite low, especially because it's so far away from all the hustle and bustle. I don't know how much longer it will take for the governments of Aizen, Onnya, and Agrella to do something about what's happening in Gilawal. Occasionally, a box or container is lost. If no one claims it, the contents are distributed among the poorest inhabitants of the city. Ships arrive at Vilio from all over the world. Uben, Zusian, Helmni, Yinan, Astiella, and even Tenvera. Vilio has a chaotic urbanism, mainly due to its rapid commercial growth cheat. I'm guessing that red person's the errand person. I'll avoid for now. So I'm gonna go travel the world and have my own adventure journal. You'll see. In the morning, the seagulls make a lot of noise. It gets worse when the ship arrives with a fish or any kind of food. One of the Barco. Here we have brews from various parts of the world. I'd like to travel to Ubin, but I've heard they make a very unique wine there. This new wooden boardwalk is an attempt to attract tourism. There's still a long way to go, but it's a good start. You're just in time for lunch. Oh, sorry, I had you confused with someone else. When my husband's sick and our daughter back home, I'll have to get a job. I would do anything for my family. Sandwich. I had to move back to my parents' house. I was working in the Gahrol mines, but all activity was ordered to cease and the foreigners were expelled. Tribute to the founder of Vilio. Hardly anything is known about the wall of Eldar, the city located on the border of Aberlok with Rezarin. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Vacations are over. Now it's time to go back home to Adelian. Go to work. I come from the citadel of Onnya in search of handmade ceramics from Rezarin. Vilio is the best place to find distant products at the best prices. I just have to tidy up this bed and then I can go to sleep. The night shift is quieter but feels endless. It's been a long time since we heard any news about assaults from the hive. They used to be constant, but it seems that things have calmed down. The keeper must be happy. I guess Lue's making them more peaceful? Yeah. If something is carried by ship, it's very likely to pass through here. Vilio is one of the most important ports in the world. Lollipop. Cake. Hypertonic. Grace Bouquet. Antidote. I think I missed this one last time. Yeah, during the night sequence. All commotion in the plaza is unbearable. I hope my boyfriend and I can move to Naga soon. Always a lot of hustle and bustle in the plaza. It's the problem of living in commercial nexus. Sandwich. Cake. I could spend hours looking at this map. It's full of details and curiosities, but it bothers me as some important cities are not shown. Go ahead, take a look. Same world map as always. Next to the commercial relevance of Vilio in the bodega, you can find products from all over the world, Chi. We're sure I have something you need. We haven't received Zusian bread in a couple of days. I don't know why. It was zone that they have set up for sample tastings. Today, they're offering cheese from Croatia. This is where most of us in Vilio do our daily shopping. I'd like to buy something I can take a relaxed walk around Gahrol. I love the area, but it's quite dangerous. Never thought I would be so good at this. If only face monsters, you should be well equipped. Silent Prey. Silence an enemy, preventing them from being able to perform spells. In this region, potions are more expensive than elsewhere. I don't know why. I've been having tremendous stomach aches lately, so I've been looking for something that can soothe them. Looks Looking for potions. I have potions, Chi. Mega Bomb. Trying to create a new potion to help people fall asleep quickly at night and wake up well rested. I haven't come up with anything yet, Chi. Okay, Lair can now make Mega Bomb. AoE, but... Oh no, wait, what? You have to actually use Fire Bomb items. I don't buy a lot of those. The competition between these jewelry shops is the talk of the town. It's not very common to have two shops of the same kind so close to each other. Literally next door. The street full of shops is known as Knight's Street in honor of a famous warrior who saved the city. The truth is, this jewelry shop intimidates just walking through the door. It said in ancient times this was the home of a pirate who died without revealing the location of his treasure. I wonder if anyone has found it. I've been saving for a long time to buy an engagement ring to propose to my partner. I know it's cheaper at the artist jewelry shop, but it's not as classy. Here you'll find the best accessories and jewelry of Vilio. Oh man. I wish that shop next door would close soon. It takes a lot of prestige away from us. Wait a moment. I know that they keep their goldsmith supplies on the top floor of their shop. Will you do me a favor of borrowing them and bringing them here? That way they won't be able to manufacture new products and they'll have to close. I'll take care of it. Wonderful. I go myself. I'm waiting for an important shipment of merchandise. If your shop closes, I will summon Lenny. And of course, not word of this to the people at the shop. Well, that is an awkward situation they put me in. I just bought a ring to propose to my partner, and at the jewelry shop they had a similar one but twice the price. We don't have enough supplies left and we don't have enough money to place an order. I must work hard to make good accessories to sell well. Welcome to our jewelry shop, take a look. They sell mostly the same things, I guess? I'm not sure. Yeah. Ugly buckle? What? The next our jewelry shopkeeper has asked you to steal our last remaining goldsmith supplies? Ow. I suspected that they were not trustworthy, but I didn't expect something like this. They're waiting for a shipment. Good luck. They're waiting for a shipment. Ah, so they're waiting for a shipment of merchandise. If we block the shipment, it would be a good lesson, although it'll probably be recovered by tomorrow. Then you must go to the port and intercept the shipment of merchandise. It should be about to arrive. It's brought to by ship with a red flag. Is there any other outcomes of this quest? I see. I can no longer steal from them because I chose to side with them, huh? What? You need me to not deliver a package to the great jewelry store? Say no more. Consider it done. The person who runs it never tips me. Never even says thanks. What? Aha, you've managed to stop the delivery person and delay the shipment of merchandise. I hope that will teach them a lesson and they become a better person from now on. As for us, we'll be able to stay open to the public a little longer. My brother has made something special for you as a thank you. He's waiting for you upstairs. Thank you very much for not stealing our goldsmith supplies and for giving the guy in the next door a lesson. I made this armor ring especially for you. I hope you can take advantage of it. Yeah, there were multiple outcomes to that quest. Very awkward. Lesson. Armor ring. What if I talk to you now? I heard what you did. So, the merchandise will be delayed a little bit. I'll sell less today and those starving people next door will have for another day. Anyway, take a look and buy something. I bet he raised all the prices on me. No matter how much you buy from me, I'll never forgive you for what you have done. Seriously? Lollipop. I grew up in a small village in Onnya called Bellantar, which is located in a thick forest. Having the house full of plants brings back memories from there. Vilio is a great city to walk around. Next to its lively streets, you'll always see something new. Years ago, you could fish calmly here, but now with so many ships, it's almost impossible. Ice bomb. What the? Is this a secret path? Hello, I sell light daisies to put on tombstones to honor the memory of your loved ones. The business is not going very well, though. Burying the dead is an obsolete tradition and no one comes to visit these ones anymore. Plus, with all those people with the seal of Keeper who don't die, you get the picture. I was told a famous pirate is buried in this area, but I don't know if he's in one of these graves or... We bury by light daisy? Just 50 Lenny. Okay. Thank you very much. Come back if you need more. I can actually buy multiples. 5 like daisies. Thank you very much. Okay. I don't know if there's a point to this. Yes? Wait, well, maybe if I just lay all of them down. I don't know how to do this in a specific order or not. Oh wait, now these are all filled. How many daisies do I even have? 11, that should be plenty for what I need. Do you want to place like Daisy? Yes. What? My fortune can be found using the path behind my home. Okay. Okay, let's go behind this accessory shop over here. Go up this mountain. A cave. Orizite, we need that for upgrading the sword. So the treasure was in that cave. It lived nearby. And there was only the one rock inside. Huh, what a silly treasure. What are you talking about? It's one of the best things ever. Well, at least we can put the mystery to rest. Thanks, I guess. You know, it's mine now. Haha. Actually missed a chest back here on the road. Bunch of money that will come in handy later down the line. Alright, next story objective. Excuse me, could you tell us where the entrance to errant people's passages? Such a passageway is a myth. It doesn't exist, Chi. But if you wish to cross the strait, you must travel to Naga and pay the corresponding fees like everyone else, even the errant people. Not for 1 second am I willing to have my credibility called into question. Listen, not long ago I was an errand lady and I know for a fact that such a passageway is a reality. We do not intend to avoid Naga's fees, however unfair they may be. By the way, we were looking for a place that was in the passageway that sank, nothing more. Fellow errand person, in that case I don't need any further explanation, Chi. You'll find an entrance down the sewer in the city. I'll be waiting for you there. This is it. Do you want to come down? Yes. Give me a moment, Chi. This is the way to the passageway. Don't tell the manager you found me in the bar, Chi. I hope you have a good reason for being down here. If the supervisor finds out that someone has snuck in, he's gonna blame us. I cannot talk to you now, I'm busy. This package has to be delivered to Ubin. That's too far away, I'm not doing that. For a keeper, more tourists have gone astray. Look, to get out of the sewers and return to Vilio, you must go up the stairs a little further down. We aren't lost, we need to go down the passage. That darn Chi has let the cat out of the bag again. If the Naga authorities find out about what we said up here, it's gonna be a big mess. No sir, the Chie is not guilty. I was aware of this location given my past as an errand lady. The Chie is only guilty of showing us the way and spending the day at the bar. Oh, an old colleague. Then you can go down. Step into the forklift and you'll be in the Subsea Chasm in no time. A one-way path. Let's go. Yeah, this game has a lot of one-way paths until you can get to the airship somehow. That is a long elevator. What was that? Don't tell me the elevator broke. The chain! Hold on to something! Damn it. I knew it, so that's how they set the one-way path. The arbitrary one-way path of doom. Good thing the fall wasn't too big. I wouldn't want to have to throw the bison into the abyss again. Eldar, Jovla, Quiba, are you okay? My name is Quibane, not Quiba, and yes, I am perfectly fine. I am concerned about Eldar and Jovla. Humans lack the strong exoskeleton of a Zognia or the tough bark of Mysios. Now you mention it, the human race does not have too many advantages. How is it possible that they are the most widespread? Their greatest virtue is their adaptability. Mysios need a large amount of ambient humidity and access to a near constant water source. Zogni, although strong, beautiful, and intelligent, our limbs are extremely delicate and we are not skilled with tools. You forgot to say it, you Zogni are basically better at everything. We're all good, right? Luckily, the chain broke near the end and the fall was not much. Let's look for the Library of the Abyss. Wait a minute, aren't you going to pay for the damages? Quibane, she was an errand lady. Is that true? In that case, there's no problem. I see you got the hang of it, Lyric. But before you leave, you should know that the Subsea Chasm is very dangerous. Follow the path marked with the red flags, and at the end you'll find the exit, which leads to the north of Naga. Don't deviate from the path under any circumstances. The consequences could be very serious, and I really don't feel like dealing with more corpses. Noted, thank you. We're gonna deviate from the path, obviously. This will delay errands for several days. No idea how long it will take to fix it. I don't know what could have happened. It wasn't because of weight, because we tend to take big parcels down, so I guess it was just wear and tear. Because of the plot. They don't like backtracking. Since I won't be able to deliver these things, I can sell them to you. Don't tell the supervisor. This is totally against the rules. Rope. I think everyone took damage from the fall. Follow this path. Chemical. New enemy types, huh? I don't want to kill all of them at once. I need to inspire some of them. Got fresh fresco. Ah. One down. Inspire. Ah, we are dying. Virtuous yearning. Potion. I don't understand how this passage stays underwater. It has to be magic cheat. Red herbs. fire. Fuck, man. Virtuous Yearning doesn't even do damage. Shit. Like herb. All potion. Chemicals. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you charge full force against your enemy? Use Unleashed Vigor and you'll damage your opponents with as much strength as you have vitality left. Okay, Unleashed Vigor. Use this technique sparingly. It's getting cooler. Follow this path. Okay. Chemicals. Gunpowder. 3000. Casula Breach. Okay. That's really fast. Potion L. AoE, damn. Damn, without Lue around, things are gonna be really tough. We don't have convenient AoE heals anymore, other than freaking all potions. Dude. This is actually statistically not possible. We're just spamming all potions. That's all we can do to replace Lue. That sucks. Okay, we killed it, but man, at what cost? Grace Bouquet, that's all you were guarding? Damn. Yeah, we don't have any convenient group heals anymore. We can only rely on items and, I guess, regen from Lyric. Nothing of interest to you. Don't go to the right. Path is the path is that way. Don't stay away from the path. Rope. Gunpowder. There are too many creatures in the way. Sometimes it's better to wait for them to move away. Follow this path. Red herb. Follow this path still. Damn. Null shard. Subsea Chasm is not safe, but it's better than having us travel by ship to Naga and pay their unfair fees. Oil. Rope. Gunpowder. Okay. Smoke bomb. Don't tell your supervisor I put these boards here. I want to go investigate that weird building over there, but there are a lot of Bossbababas inside. Metal shard. Oh, a secret path. Oil. Red herb. All potion. This is not the right way to go. Turn back. Empty ball. Black herb. You're going in the wrong direction. Red herb. I'll tell you once again, this is not the right way to go. Rope. Superior syrup. Bag of ingredients. I did what I could, it's up to you. I seem to remember Aberlok saying the Society of the Eclipse archives were on the first floor, so they must be around here somewhere. You're not wrong, but I must point out that this is not the first floor, but the top one. But from the outside, no more floors were visible. I understand. The building sank even more than the ground due to its weight, so the first floor would now be the last basement. Indeed. There will be no other choice but to go down. I'm not going to say how much it burns me because we're going to have to go down anyway. Oh, come on. How many seals of keepers am I running into all the damn time? Fine, let's run away from them. Shit, man. What's this? Something I was afraid of. Someone went to trouble protecting the building with magical seals. If I'm not mistaken, there's always a way to break them, and it's usually not too far away. Correct. In order to create a magical seal, an arcane way to open it must also be made. This can be either a riddle or a puzzle. Let's look around this floor. I'm sure it's pretty obvious. Okay, let's have a real fight with them this time. I wish Quibane at least had AoE options, damn it. Whoa, how come... Okay, the enemies have AoEs, but I don't. Yeah, real fair. Seriously, these guys are way too strong. Am I just under-leveled? What level am I expected to be at this point? Even though regular Bulbas are able to deal big AoEs. I feel like I need to be level 100 to survive. And seriously, Quibane is just feels just way weaker than Lue. I really do not like it. Okay, that's one. There we go. That's his first seal. The seal's been broken. Let's see what waits us on the lower floors. When the three stars shine, the fourth appears in the sky. The star of the farewell is only visible when Eldar and Luan hide from Mother. Doesn't look like we can do anything with this right now. Maybe later. I see. So we have to solve a different riddle in order to get rid of this. These are stuck, so I don't think they're going to be relevant. This is the Library of the Abyss, where the history of our world is compiled. Here you'll find files from all places, from all eras, even banned and censored books, as well as documents of little or no historical value. No government has the authority over this building. It has been agreed upon, but certain valuable volumes are protected. All those who seek knowledge are welcome. Another save point. There's one on each floor because of the trickiness of the puzzles, I guess. Doesn't look like there are any pillars to jog on this floor. Someone has gone through a lot of trouble to keep us from going down. Maybe it has something to do with those empty pedestals. It doesn't appear that there was a statue on this pedestal. Here are the most characteristic data of some creatures found around the world are recorded. It's been proven that these creatures adapt to the environment and change their physiology and behavior over time, which is why their current description differs from what they looked like in the past. Bossbababas. They live in herds. They feed on anything that touches their slimy body. Sometimes several of them come together, forming a larger creature. Don't trust their friendly appearance. Dios. They attack their prey with their powerful horns. Their arms with spurs on each end with which they use to climb to the tops of trees, where they built their nests. They assimilate the most abundant materials in the environment and mix them with their enzymes to create a slimy coating that serves as camouflage. Serves to camouflage themselves to deceive their prey. Grogos. The skin on their backs develop horns made of a material similar to the rock of their habitat, allowing them to go unnoticed. This creature has barely changed in hundreds of years. Yorin. They are covered in a thick, soft golden mane that falls out when they are threatened. Although they are relatively tame creatures today, they used to be very aggressive and territorial. Casulas. Its gelatinous body is cold as snow. They are extremely light and are believed to have once been marine creatures. They can stretch their limbs up to 10 times their original length. Statue of Yorin. It's a slimy creature. Statue seems to be missing here. Deceitful creature. I don't know. Aram goes in a slimy. Fierce Yorin, okay. Stony creature. Drop here. Horns, yes. There we go. Why it look like I could put a statue on this pedestal? Strange. Was there a secret to that? Ariel, the highest peak in the world. Located north of Eisen, Ariel is an active volcano. Although it has been over 50 years since the last eruption, it could erupt again at any time, so it's inadvisable to approach it. New floor. Free star sent out the sky. The light of the star of the echoes shines as Mother, Babes, and Dar waits patiently at the Porta de Luna. Free stars stand out in the sky. When a star of the tier awakens, they hide together, mother and daughter, from the highest peak in the world. Free stars stand out in the sky. Star of the journey glows brightest when mother from Helmny spies daughters dancing in Tenvera. Mother. Very confusing sounding puzzle. There's an older map as well. Hallucinogen dart. I see. This allows me to control the one aspect of the diagram. This did something. It caused something to light up. Okay, now I can control the earth. Should be fine. The gray moon. That looks fine. Black moon. Multiple torches can stay lit at the same time. That's good to know. Move that back. Okay, the moons are next to each other and hiding. That gives me one more flame. That gets me to the next area, but I need to keep playing with this a little bit more. Alright. The daughter moon has to start moving. Alright, now I can get to that chest at the top, finally. Grace Talisman. This is the first floor, but what the heck is that? Wait, we've seen these things before. That rascal, it ruined the picture. Maybe it can still be fixed. Let's take a look. Yeah, those were being used by Lyric's old boss. That's not good. All potion L? I'm convinced that restoring these portraits will break the seal. But I'm afraid they require a special kind of paint. Can you restore them, then? Yes, but it will be necessary to obtain those colors somehow. The creatures that we saw earlier seemed to be made of paint. Ah, it was a Silente. What's a Silente? They are creatures created by the torments of an artist. Eldar, do you remember the Selekis that roamed the basements of the Theater of Yest? That's true. They were similar. Let's go look for them. They'll be on the upper floors. One moment. If we face them, we may damage to the pigments. It would be better to first remove the paint with this pipette. A special item? Once used, we will be able to dispatch them and relieve the combat without any problem. Also, it seems like each painting will require different paints, so we should take note of the ones we need. Ugh. It's gonna be complicated. They seem to be avoiding me. Yeah, they actually... Yeah, they are avoiding me. Dang it. Is there a red one? Okay, yeah, if there's paint on the floor, it indicates what color of these guys you'll fight. So how does this pipette work? Do I have an... Is this a reusable item like in Star Stealing Prince? Huh, I guess it is. They don't seem very profitable. I guess I am just better off running off. You got 2 red paints, okay? Wait, did I actually get anything for that? Okay, got 2 jars. I get 2 each time. 2 per unit. That's good. Okay, 2 yellows. Two blue. Two reds. Hang on. It's gonna extract you. Two white. I see. Once I extract them, they're not allowed to respawn. That way I can't have too many of each paint, huh? Two yellow. Two black. I think that might be all the paint I can actually gather. To resource painting, we need red, black, and white. We have all necessary paints. Go ahead, Cobain. There's an inscription on the frame. Mr. Nautio. Biologist, scientist who cataloged all known species in the Encyclopedia of Beasts. Source painting, we need blue, yellow, black, and white. We have all necessary paints. Go ahead, Cobain. Inscription. Mrs. Sanyoa. Historian and inventor of the Adventure Journal. A mystical book that records the progress of the journey of wandering heroes. We need red, blue, black. Okay. There's an inscription on the frame. Master Aberlok, founder and curator of the Library of the Abyss. Red, yellow, white. Inscription. The Keeper, Guardian of the Circle. Red, yellow, blue, white, and white. Okay. Inscription. General Fryla, Chief Officer of Onya's army, brilliant strategist and avid student of astronomy. Before, I guess the Zogni were able to hold high positions before facing discrimination in Onnya. Blue, yellow, black. Okay, the last bit of paint. There's an inscription. Eldar Bambor, absolute source of wisdom, editor of the new extraordinary compendium, 233 volumes compiling all magical knowledge and more. Okay, now we can continue forward. Has to be there. I have a feeling something very big is waiting for us on the other side. Get ready. I really need to buy more all potions, because things are just going bad for me. That's a lot of save points. And what the heck is that guy doing there? Mr. Aberlok, how did you beat us here? Don't just stand there and take care of this thing. When I said something big, I didn't mean this. Okay, things are looking pretty bad here. AoE right off the bat. Ugh. Regen brew. Okay, Fury Blade. Nice crit. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of AoE. All potion. Okay. More rocket. Nice crit. Drainage. Nice. This boss also has a chance of just doing a bunch of status spamming bullshit, so I'm not too confident I can win. Yeah, it confused her. This is really bad. I don't have a way to cure confusion either, I think. Which is very strange design. She does a lot when Berserked and Confused at the same time. Yeah, that's definitely one of the nastiest skills in the game. Seriously, 2 people have been confused now. That is extremely bad for me. Yeah, that was close. Seriously, this battle is kind of RNG. Got goo. What a beast. It had been so long since I had been down here that several Bossbababa had been rolled into one. You're welcome to take it off your hands, eh? How did you get here before us? I have my own methods of getting around. And gee, it took you guys a long time. I understand the seals on the upper floors are your work, am I wrong? My knowledge of magic is very limited. It was never my forte, but I have been able to manage something. I thought that if you made this far, you would be worthy of knowing everything I know. So this place holds all the knowledge of the world. Kinda. I founded this library about 300 years ago. At that time, the Onnya War was in full swing. It was instrumental in saving many documents prior to the book burning that was ordered when Rogrio III ascended the throne. You have proven your worth. I think I will allow you to read whatever you want from this section. Just after all we have done to get this far, your permission is not particularly necessary. Rude. Anyway, while waiting, I took the liberty of selecting a few tomes that I know will surely resonate with each of you. You don't know how much I want to read them. So can I actually use these? This journal saves the adventures of others. We cannot save ours here. I see all and can do all, for I am she who preserves harmony and time. I am she who serves the fragile infinite circle, the ever-ring whose light protects us. I am she who guards today, yesterday, and tomorrow. I am power, memory, mercy, and oath. I am the eternal being. I memorize these words until I make them my own, for after decades of study at the Academy of Twilight, it has been revealed to me that I shall sit upon the throne of the Keeper. For it is not an immortal being, but the vessel that carries the responsibility of guarding time. I have been selected for my unparalleled skills in the control of magic, my admirable resilience, and my exceptional discipline, and so I will carry out the task that has been entrusted to me. I accept this responsibility with great pride. I am the Keeper, Elena the Keeper. Lue. I'm sure we'll see her again. I'm not. You have already seen what the situation was like in the cathedral. She had to stay so we could escape and for the Hive to leave us alone. As soon as we finish this, I will return to free her. Interesting. Take a look. Year 689, day 184. Today was a fantastic day. I woke up with lots of energy and helped prepare the food for the day. I joined in matrimony, 2 young boys excited to start a new life together. It is things like this that give me hope in our world. Year 690, day 55. I heard that some of our brothers wish to end this wandering life and stay. Perhaps I should pass this on to the council for consideration. Year 692, day 12. I received a group of travelers requesting my help in summoning a spirit, something simple. They brought me the ingredients I asked for and we performed the spell. They were accompanied by one of those disgusting animals. I had to ask them to please take it away. I've always been sickened by the chies. Year 692, day 18. I returned home after a long journey alone. I don't know if I did the right thing. Year 699, day 139. We are very close to the border and the wounded from the Onnya war keep arriving, whom we gladly welcome, but our supplies are not enough. Soon we'll be leaving here, back on the road. Year 703, day 7. Today is a sad day. I have no words to describe the deep sorrow I feel in my heart. Year 729, day 43. I know this community needs me, but my presence here puts everyone at risk. I've always wanted to have a pupil, someone to pass on my knowledge to so that they can take my place when I am gone. It doesn't look like anyone is interested. Year 740, day 228. Why am I not dying? We suddenly have a life expectancy similar to humans, yet I have already buried several whole generations of my clan. My body does not deteriorate, but my mind does. I am very afraid. The seal to keep her. Year 845, day 50. It had been a long time since I wrote. I had to get away from my people for a while to find out what is wrong with me. It seems that a certain widespread religion of Onnya calls this the seal to keep her. Although they call it a blessing, it seems quite the opposite of me. I have been able to know other cases like mine. Year 848, day 102. Our life as nomads has come to an end. We have settled in an old abandoned watchtower near where we camped many years ago. I won't miss going back and forth. I'm too old for that. No one will come looking for me here. Year 891, day 265. Today I was visited by someone I met during my journey in search of answers. Another person with a seal to keep her. He says he found an object capable of curing creatures that afflicted with this curse, but he's never tested it on rational beings like us. We've conducted tests on what he calls Chunk of Breach, an almost immaterial element, which does not seem to be part of this world. We came to the conclusion that the effects of its use on humans, Zagni or Mysios, could be either harmful to the whole world or harmless. I will not risk it. Year 926, day 298. I've been relegated from all my responsibilities in the community. Although I share their concern, I believe I can still be an asset to the community. What do those idiots know? I hope they cut their finger and rot their whole arm off. Year question mark, day question mark. There are days where when I struggle to pick up the quill to write. There are days I can't even get out of bed. I lose track of time, man. Oh no. Could it be Mother Dabos? I don't feel like myself. I even forgot my birth name. Year 2023, day 2. But then I open my eyes and see all my friends gathered around a big table. They set the bar on fire again and didn't tell me. Year a lot. Day today. I've dipped my feet in the rainwater, even though my mother doesn't like me to go barefoot. Yesterday I started knitting a blue scarf. My father hated the color blue, so it reminded me of him. Year 987, day 72. Mother Dabos asked me to keep this diary somewhere far away. When she reads it, she gets furious and starts breaking things. She has brief moments of lucidity in which she makes sense, but these are increasingly rare. Being her apprentice is complicated, but I'm confident that I can still learn a lot from her. I see, so Dabos wrote the initial entries, but then her apprentice took over. I think there's valuable information in these pages, so it would be good to keep it somewhere safe. So this is Mother Dabos' diary. It must be very frustrating to watch you slowly stop being yourself. She sounds like a woman to be admired. A real pity that she had been so severely affected by the seal to keep her. We met her quite some time ago. Even though her mind is very deteriorated, she continues to help her community as best she can. In our time, under other conditions, she would have been a great mediator in the negotiations for the return of the Zagni to Onnya. Right now, it doesn't look like they are going anywhere, but I'm hopeful that someday we will be able to return and live in harmony. No one could have predicted what happened. I will never forget the day I found the body of Queen Yurin lying on the floor of her bedchamber covered in blood. At the time, I was but a court servant, but my hard work and dedication allowed me to serve Her Majesty directly. I could do nothing but collapse and burst into tears while the guards and the rest of the service took care of the body. It was a long time before I stopped to think about the consequences of that event. The throne of the Kingdom of Onnya was vacant, without a successor, which foretold a dark age of power struggles, but it was not so. A general of the Onnya military named Gahrol prevailed over the discordant negotiations of the Royal Council and made decisions that they were incapable of making. Although Gahrol claimed to have no interest in governing, he was already doing so the Royal Council offered him the position of governor until a worthy heir to the throne could be found. He reluctantly accepted, but soon became comfortable in his new position. One of his first decisions was to strengthen the military, raising taxes extensively. Onnya then had the most powerful army in the world, even though there was no reason for it. No war of any kind was on the horizon. But soon after, in a very subtle way, Gahrol began to order military maneuvers in the border regions. His goal was clear. He sought to regain the former Onnya territories that for decades had been gained independence, and so began one of the greatest wars that the world has ever seen. During his time, taking advantage of the conflicts and confusion, Gahrol dissolved the Royal Council and proclaimed himself King of Onnya. He ordered to destroy any book or document that could refer to these times before his ascension. The name of Queen Yurin was eradicated. The identity or motives of the queen's murderer were never known, but I still hold out hope that one day the rightful royal blood will return to the palace, for I know that the queen had a daughter. Huh. So, Gahrol was actually a usurper. A princess who decided to walk away from her duty to pursue her dreams. I pray every day for her to return and reclaim what belongs to her. Sounds similar to someone I know, huh? Defego, servant of Onnya Palace. The royal family of Onnya were Zogni. Indeed, after the war, every Zogni was expelled from the kingdom, and those who refused, well, you know. Although it was true that in the schools of Hull it is taught that in ancient times we inhabited Onnya and we hope to return one day, it's difficult to believe that there are no documents that support this doctrine. Outside these walls, at least. I grew up hearing that they are invading an uncivilized race, enemies of the kingdom of Onnya, but on my journey I have learned that these are baseless arguments. All they want is to return to their home. If you hadn't renounced the throne, you could have changed the laws. You could have done so much good, but at the same time, if you didn't leave the safety of your home, you never would have discovered the truth. So, who's to say what's the correct choice? Eldar, it remains my responsibility to fight for the people of Onnya, Zogni included. Sometimes out of misfortune comes something wonderful. During one of my visits to the hospital, I met a beautiful and elegant woman who had lost all memory of her past life. I began to visit her often, and a wonderful friendship was born between us. When her wounds healed, I offered her to move into my house, since there was no way of knowing where she lived, and she accepted. A little over a year had passed when one day, out of the blue, she kissed me. It was the beginning of the best years of my life. She still didn't remember anything of her past, but she always said she remembered everything she needed to, or life together. We would walk barefoot along the riverside, pick flowers from the nearby fields, and dine under the starlight. We got married shortly after the Festival of Mass, the most important celebration in the village. A year later, our first son was born, and we named him after me. One day, the doctor who had treated her showed up at our door. He told us that they had found a mistake in the diagnosis. Her amnesia was caused by a blood clot in her head. If not removed, it could cause her premature death, but she refused. She knew the operation was too risky and preferred to spend the rest of her life, wherever it was, with her two loves. Her time was over and mine was meaningless without her. I gave the little one to the orphanage, who could give him a better life than me, and I left. I laid down on the train tracks in the same place where 12 years ago the train she was on derailed and brought her to me. Overi, a florist from Koza. What? A derailed train, Koza, an elegant woman of amnesia. The book is signed by a certain Overi, and it says that the son he had of that woman had the same name, Overi Jr. Do you know someone named Overi? My parents died in a train accident near Koza, and Takar said Overi was found in an orphanage in the same place. Perhaps. Your mother survived and had another child with another man. In that case, you have a half-brother named Overi. Wow. I wonder if we'll ever meet that guy again. I told you looked alike. It's nothing more than a remote possibility. I can't focus on that. Not right now. Damn, there's a lot of truth bombs being dropped in this one area. I didn't know this. To whom it may concern, the trench consumes us. Time is running out. We must abandon our homes, but not all of us are able to leave behind our memories and belongings. Google was never the thriving place it could have been. Situated on a small island, surrounded by a huge lake, fish and shellfish were plentiful, but after the big freeze, the harvesting was tremendously complicated. We could fish to feed the village, but not to export and make the community prosper. We lived happily until the water level of the lake began to lower. When the ice sheet that covered it melted, we saw the cause. The huge trench that had swallowed it. We were surrounded by a chasm from which we could not see a bottom, and we had no way to get out of there. We were isolated on the island. We managed to build a precarious bridge with the beams of our old houses, and the bravest managed to leave. For the older ones like me, crossing such a long and narrow bridge was a suicide mission, so we decided to stay and pray to keep her. Letter from Terran and Eldar from Gugo. My town. In Google, I was born and lived the first years of my life. When I left, you could still walk out on the ice. I didn't know anything about this. It seems that like everything happens very quickly. I decided to leave to learn new recipes and become a great alchemist so I could help the town. I hope we can find a way for you to come back one day. If we have the airship, we could do that, couldn't we? Easily. What? Recent events in the Boring Kingdom make His Majesty King Remedy II suspect that at any moment the lands of Luan could be subdued. King Raghrio III of Onnya has conquered the territories bordering Luan to the north. The Kingdom of Onnya, once the war is over, will be the most prosperous nation in the world, although not the largest, as the place is occupied by Rezarin and its enormous wastelands. King Remedy II requests a formal audience with King Raghrio III. 2 days of a truce are declared so that our king's retinue can travel to the citadel of Onnya. Back in the palace, King Remedy II announces an alliance with the Kingdom of Onnya. He presents a treaty whereby the Kingdom of Luan will provide military support in the coming disputes in the southeast and will move medical units to the citadel of Onnya. The bordering kingdom, for its part, will offer protection on the frontier and the territories adjoining the Narolso mountain range. But Onnya must have betrayed them. But His Majesty King Remedy II also attends a secret audience with the northern leaders, Mrs. Diverna, Lady of Agrella, Gross I, Queen of Tenvera, and Horm IV, King of Ozigo. At this meeting, they agreed to a surprise attack on the Kingdom of Onnya, as they believe that after the reunification of their territories, King Raghrio will conquer the whole world. King Remedy II moves 3/4 of his army to the citadel of Onnya, passing them off as medical and civilian units. He manages to easily infiltrate the city without arousing suspicion. King Raghrio admires the commitment of our king, and considerably extends the offer of territories that he will give him up to the area of Posora. When the litigations in the southeast begin, when the defenses of the citadel of Onnya are at minimum, the infiltrated forces of Luan attack, but they are outnumbered by the city guard and the citizens themselves, who fiercely defend their home. The attack promised in the alliance with the northern territories is never carried out. Oh, the northern territories screwed over Luan as well, so I guess that would give Yevlor incentive to take revenge on all countries in the world. The Luan army, numbering only in the hundreds, tries to recruit behind the walls of the capital of Luan. Well, King Remedy II sends out a letter to King Raghrio begging for mercy and forgiveness. The letter never reaches its destination, being blocked and destroyed by the spies of King Horm of Ozigo. What? The capital of Luan is occupied by Onya's troops at dawn the next day. King Remedy II is pierced in the skull by a straight arrow from the capital's own guard, thus ending the honorable name of the Kingdom of Luan. It is known that his daughter had fled through the catacombs to the sister city of Yes days before. The history of our kingdom is persecuted until it is completely erased from the written word, remaining only in the memory of those who lived it. Mahi, chronicler of the Kingdom of Luan. My kingdom. Utterly betrayed. It was all his fault. Often soldiers and ordinary people are unaware of what is going on in high places, and of course they believe what they are told. That king fucked up big time with his attempts at alliances. I have spent hundreds of years honoring the memory of a traitor, trying to find answers in a way to avenge my kingdom. It disgusts me to continue wearing this armor. Almost 100 years wearing the same armor, no wonder it smelled a little stale. I'll have to keep wearing this disgusting armor a little longer, because your defense will probably be even worse otherwise. Seriously, why do you have such low hit points and defenses for someone wearing armor? I could lend you my coat, but I don't think it would fit you. I want all this to end. I want my life to end. Jova, don't say that. You still have a lot to see and do. At least outlive Yevlor. I'll make you find a new purpose and regain the will to go on living. I promise. So, have you already read all the books I've arranged? Yes, all 6. Okay, I can give you a brief summary if you want. I know it's a lot of information to put together. When I say, okay, let's see. One of the books that tells how the murder of Queen Yurin led to Onnya War and Raghrio's ascension to the throne, as well as the devastating burning of books and the explosion of the Zogni. Elena's last words were written here, just before she was named the Keeper. It seems that Eldar is still worried about someone called Lue and wants to return to the Cathedral to free her. Here's also the diary of Mother Dabios, where she relates to how she is losing her mind because of the Seal of the Keeper. Quemain believes that if she were a saint, she would help the return of the Zogni to Onnya. Oh, I wonder if there's new side quests if I return there. There's also a letter from an elderly man explaining the pitiful situation of Google. Perhaps, hopefully one day Larry will be able to return to a place where he grew up to help the few who have not been able to leave. In one of the books, is allegedly revealed that Eldar's mother survived the accident but lost her memory. In Kauza, she found love again and had a son named Overi. And your friend Jovla was upset to learn that the king of Luan was to blame for the kingdom being conquered by Onnya. He was a vile traitor. Is everything clear, or do you want me to repeat it? Sure, it's clear. In that case, the time has come for you to get to know the real story. Come closer. So many truth bombs. Too many truth bombs. So you continue to hide things from us. To be honest, I didn't know this was here. What is it? The original version of the legend. Although in this case it cannot be called a legend, I suppose. This is the original story, as written by one of Yvlor's companions. I entrust this knowledge to you. Original story. Finally, after all these false leads. I can't believe I have the original story in my hands. This should give us the answers we are looking for. Yvlor was the finest hero Luan had ever known. His eagerness to help anyone who needed him and needed aid made him worthy of every compliment. The three of us traveled at his side, Arar in his shadow, Tairu a strong lumberjack, and Telio a rare bad artist, and I Pasu a simple pugilist. We go back and forth solving conflicts, taking out threats, or even rescuing lost cats. The three of us owed Yvlor our lives. He had freed Tairu from a monotonous and bland life, and Telio from drink and depression, while he had saved me from certain death at the hands of those who had killed my family. One day we received an anonymous letter that spoke of a princess being held captive atop a tower. The witch? Tairu insisted that we should not trust the letter without a sender, that it could be a trap, but Yvlor insisted on coming to her aid. We arrived at a place where the princess of Onnya herself, the legitimate heir to the throne, was indeed imprisoned, but she did not seem to want to be rescued. The princess of Onnya, the Zogni princess. Neo, that was her name, summoned a huge beast with a mountain for a back, for she was also a powerful witch. Why'd she attack us? It was not easy, but Yvlor managed to pierce its stone heart with his sword, and once the beast was dispatched, we could talk calmly with the princess. Oh, now we're negotiating. Many tried to reach her, but none had succeeded in defeating her summoning. Why did you summon that thing against us? Neo explained that if we had been able to defeat her invocation, we'd be able to defend her against those who saw her, either to restore the crown or to put an end to her lineage. From that moment on, Yvlor devoted himself to Neo's protection, leaving aside that adventurous spirit of traveling the world, helping people in need that we admire so much. So she was the witch that the villain wanted to defend. More and more often, one of us left the group to work on their own, until the point when Tairu did not return. She settled in the village north of Zigo, where she raised a family. She was followed by Antelia, who eventually found a patron, Helmni, who appreciated his paintings and became rich. I wanted to remain faithful to Yvlor, even though he had changed. He was so obsessed with protecting Neo, a task that could not be completed until one of them died. But the problem is that Yvlor has the seal of the Keeper. He's gonna outlive her. I continued to travel with them for a while, even though Neo always despised me and treated me like vermin. We had to be constantly on the move. King Rogrio knew that the rightful heir to the throne of Onnya had escaped from her confinement, and that posed a danger to his position, so we were relentlessly pursued. But everything went wrong one day. When we were spending the night in a camp northwest of Zarna, Neo disappeared without a trace. Yvlor went mad. He stopped sleeping and eating. He just fought whoever got in the way, no matter what side they were on. He knew that our relationship was not good, and even accused me of her disappearance, of having sold her to Onya's army. He also referred to Antelia and Tairu as traitors. At that moment, I decided to leave. Several years has passed, and news reached my ears about a paladin from Luan who single-handedly decimated the border militias, even soldiers from his own kingdom. Unknowingly, Yvlor was contributing to Onya's victory. He had become exactly what he vowed to destroy. I decided that had gone too far. I managed to meet up with Tairu and Antelia again to explain the situation to them. Together we traveled in search of Neo in the hopes that she could put an end to this madness. It was not easy to find her. We were looking for a witch capable of summoning spirits of the dead, as we knew that she was one of the few capable of doing so. Don't tell me she's Dabios! After a long time looking for her, we found her in the last place we imagined, the same tower where she was imprisoned years before. No, the Tower of Zedra! The area around her was now occupied by a troop of traveling merchants, and Neo was hiding among them. We asked her to come with us to put an end to the chaos Yvlor was causing, but she refused. She said she had responsibilities to the community and she could not leave them aside. Although she had changed her name, her selfish attitude was the same as always. With no other option, we decided to confront Yvlor and take whatever measures were necessary to stop him. But the seal to keep her. We couldn't do it just anywhere, so we sent him an anonymous message telling him that Neo was at the top of Iriel, where he could use the terrain to our advantage if things went wrong. And there he showed up. He looked nothing like a Yivlor we knew and admired. He was an empty carcass, a shadow. As soon as he saw us, he tried to attack us, but just as we planned, the climb to the top had exhausted him. He collapsed before us. We could feel his rapid breathing. The little blood he had left running through his veins at full speed. He burst into tears. He said he had failed Neo in himself. He took his greatsword and turned it around, and when he was about to pierce his heart, Neo appeared, who cast a powerful spell that stopped him. Neo told us that she made a decision to disappear thinking about Yivlor's own good, because she felt that she was a burden and that his image as a hero was damaged. At no time did she imagine that abandoning him could turn out even worse. She was sorry, she knew it was all her fault, and she asked for forgiveness. She said we would never have to worry about him again. My memory of what happened next is blurry. I only remember a loud noise and waking up with Ventelio and Tyra at the base of the volcano. She held Yivlor's greatsword in her hand. We returned to our houses. We never heard from him again. What? What happened to those two? The war ended. As far as I know, Yivlor is still up there. Pasu. Dabios was Neo? Is that true? So this is the original version of the Legend of the Hero, in the handwriting of Pasu himself. I find it hard to believe that, after all this time, I have this story in my possession. We need to reprint this, spread it everywhere. You can certainly see the details that have been misrepresented over hundreds of years. Many conclusions can be drawn from this text. But wait, what about the end of time? How is Yivlor a basic swordsman somehow able to cause it? Is he doing this just so he can eventually get a timeline where he and Neo can be together happily ever after? Yes, it's odd, but in this version, nothing is said about the 300 years. Nothing about revenge or villain. In a way, Yivlor is both the hero and the villain. The Keeper was partially right. But we don't know how he's going to end this loop. But I don't understand how it came to the conclusion he will destroy time. The key has to be in the time lapse at the end, where Pasu says his memories are fuzzy. What could the loud noise be? So, we've no choice. We'll have to climb the highest peak in the world, which is also an active volcano. Yes, it's clear we'll find the necessary answers there. You'll find out sooner or later, so... At the top of the volcano, there is a village inhabited by Chies known as Garden of Ariel. Does Garden of Ariel exist? What's Garden of Ariel? It's a utopian place where, according to rumors, all of the Chies come from. They say it's also a magical place, full of treasures and unimaginable riches, and where the mythical heart of Eisen, a precious stone of incalculable value, is being kept. It's hard to believe that the place is genuine, and that Ariel is an active volcano to this day. Apparently, all rumors, tales, and legends end up being true in one way or another. Or at least half true. The path is clear then. We must ascend the volcano and locate Yivlor, who could still be there. To the north, you can't miss it. Once there, if you get there alive, look for Pyko and Vanche, some friends of mine who can give you a hand. I will stay here, as I still have to research the origin of the time circle. Thank you for everything, Mr. Aberlok. I hope you've said all you know. I would say yes, I guess. I can't think of anything else right now. Heading to the Garden of Ariel. That's the only way we can put an end to what I started. Man, that is a lot of truth bombs. I don't think even Tales of Arise dropped that many truth bombs all at once. Yes, a big library of literally everything. Once you exit the Subsea Chasm, head north. If you manage to get to the garden, look for Pyko and Vanche. Good luck climbing Ariel. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Evering. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.